What is up, obscure mic people? This video is going to be mostly about just me having a good time, but you're still going to get some microphones in the equation. I want to know what you guys think should be my dynamic microphone of choice for use on obscure tech. I've been using my trusty Beyerdynamic M99. I love this microphone, but listen, I'm going to be real. When I have something valuable, especially when it's not a gift, I'll show you a gift in a minute. Not a GIF, not a GIF, not a short little, somebody make a GIF out of this. It's called a GIF actually, but, oh wait, this is too much like that orange dude. It's like giraffe. Beyerdynamic M99. When I have something this valuable, I gotta get my mind back on task, When I have something this valuable, I have a hard time holding on to it. So then I'm like, okay, I know I can sell the M99. Put $400 towards vacation, $350, whatever, after reverb fees. And it's like, do I want the money? Do I want the mic? And honestly, like, besides obscure tech, I don't use these style mics that often, because on obscure mics, we do different mics all the time, except for today, because I need to know which one I'm keeping. And I'm recruiting your help. But then we got the gift. I'm not ever going to get rid of the gift. So if the PL10 from Electro Voice, which my good buddy Joe at Red Cabin Acoustic gifted me, he's such a great dude. Joe, we need to have lunch soon. Definitely need to have lunch soon. But I love this too, the PL10. We're going to hook this up in comparison, and I'm going to put compression on all of them. We've got the Fifine K669D. And this one is a gift because my good buddy Mike Newman, another wonderful human being, gifted me one of his custom fine red K669Ds. Beautiful. Fine. Maybe give me a purple one. Maybe send me a purple one. That'd be cool. Look at that. Size comparison here. Not too much different, honestly. Two gifts. Same size almost. So we're going to test those three. And I have one more mic that I got from Japan. It's a Panasonic WM400. National is what this one's branded as. National WM400. This mic's just cool as heck. And if it doesn't get any more obscure than the National WM400. It's so obscure, in fact, that I had to find a special adapter to make this thing fit on my boom arm. I had to go from like 1/2 inch to 5/8, and had to buy a piece. But this thing is absolutely beautiful, and it's got filters, and it's just super cool. And it even says, please talk into me in the end, not the side. So it's also informative. I like that. So M99, no compression, no EQ yet. I'm going to fire that up, and we're going to go through all four of these. And you're going to tell me, what's my obscure tech mic? Which one? Do I take the money? Technically, I could get some money for this sucker too, which leaves the two gifts. I turned compression and EQ on while you weren't looking. Not much on the EQ side. We'll turn that high-pass filter off. We don't necessarily need that. I'm going to put a little low-end bump on this Beyerdynamic M99. I'm going to use the same EQ and compression on all these mics. It's a little crunchy right now. Not too bad, just a tiny bit. Beyerdynamic M99, maybe a little too much crunch. Let's turn the compression and EQ off. Now the compression, slight compression and EQ is on. Now we're going to switch. Again, M99 with some processing. M99 with none. Man, it certainly changes a good bit. Now we're going the Electro Voice PL10. I'm going to get this out of the way. There will be some handling noise here and there, but this is the Electro Voice PL10 in comparison to the Beyerdynamic M99 we heard before. Now I'm going to do the same EQ and compression on this mic. And compression and EQ now are on the Electro Voice PL10. I feel like this is just a tiny bit woollier, tiny bit darker, and this is what it sounds like. Personally, I like this mic a good bit, and unless we've got just a little phasey stuff going on, I'm going to turn the EQ off and compression. We're back off. PL10, just how it sounds. The Beyerdynamic M99 wins a little bit for me, but maybe through the video it changes. Let's go to the next one. The super cheap contender, the Fifine K669D, which sounds a little compressed without the compression. This microphone is clear and concise, and I just Still to this day, I cannot believe what it sounds like, because it sounds pretty good. Pretty good. Let's compression and EQ it. Now we've got compression, a little bit of EQ on it. That sounds broadcasty. Broadcasty as shit. Dear God, man. I really enjoy this mic. I need to get that purple one. Fine. Purple me, baby. Let's turn this back off. I mean, be honest, compression EQ off, just because the M99, which we'll end back on, just because it's a super cool, obscure, rare mic doesn't mean it's the one that sounds best on me. That doesn't mean that at all. This thing sounds great. I still just am kind of blown away by the K669D. Just, it's $38. Holy smokes. Let's go to the National WM400. Now we're on the National WM400. The filters are in the off position. I feel like we need a little more, we're going to need a little more gain here. This is, there we go. That wasn't a super fair comparison. Man, this one too. This one sounds pretty cool. The WM400 from National. It's super obscure, and I really like that. Let's go ahead and do compression and EQ. Now we got compression and EQ on this microphone. It does have just a slight boxiness to it that I think is going to kind of rule it out a little bit, maybe. We'll see. I'm going to use these filters too. Let's go off. Now compression and EQ is off. I still think it sounds pretty good. It's just got this slight box to it that the others maybe didn't have. All right, this is the low filter. No. Just no. This is the high filter. The high filter gives this thing a nice bassy feeling. Let's see what EQ and compression does. EQ and compression on. So meaty. This thing is still, and it makes it boxy still. I don't think the WM400 is the way to go. I like it. It's really fun. It's really cool. And it looks awesome. I just don't know. I mean, that's a, you know, if you like the dark sound, is it SM7B-ish? I don't know. Maybe. It can be hard to argue with the M99. It's just a really nice microphone. The EQ and the compression on it, I think, sounds nice. This sounds really good right now. But we had the other ones. What did you think? Which one? If I'm going to use one for obscure tech, the PL10, the WM400, the Fifine K669D, or the Beyerdynamic M99? Which one? Come on, answer. Down below. Tough, man. I really like all these oddball mics. I just, this thing here, it speaks to me a little bit. I'm kind of leaning towards it. Fuck. I love this thing though too. And this just has this is like, you know, this has sentimental value. And it's super rare. It's super cool. Let me know down below. Hopefully you enjoyed this Bark messing around in the studio trying to figure what he's going to film his next pair of IEM reviews for on Obscure Tech. Subscribe. I'm like 13 away as of the time of this video from 1,000. I don't ask very often. Just do it. Just Nike it, you know? Do it. All right. Obscure Mics, thank you guys for watching this, and thanks for your feedback and suggestions and all that good stuff. Something's under my studio. It's probably a trimmer. I may not see you guys again. Peace out.
I ride around town in my limousine, high beam looking for the next dream. I ride around town in my limousine, high beam looking for the next